everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Dawn. I wanted to share 6 organizational tips with you that I use. Hopefully this will inspire you. And then if you have any tips that you would like to share with me, please let me know, because I definitely could always use some fresh ideas on how to organize my scrapbook and paper supplies. So the first tip I want to share with you is how I organize my different ink colors. I put them on these cards, which are 4.5 by 6.5, and what I did was take a regular stamp that was a solid stamp and then stamped each of the colors. I wrote the name underneath, and then if I have matching cardstock, I would use this little asterisk here. They're not in color order because I bought different inks at different times, and as I got a new one, I would add it to my card. But I love having this little packet here because whenever I get a brand new paper pack, I can just go through and match ink colors and then grab those and throw them in my little bin that I have, and then that way I can use them so they're not just sitting on my shelf. And then I have found that I use this a lot, especially when I buy different paper packs that are not close to my heart or other ones, and then that way I know if I already have an ink that will match it. I love this tip. But please let me know if you have a different idea that you think would also help me. The next tip is actually the one that Close to My Heart gave me, or at least when I used to use all the Close to My Heart products. And basically, it's the same thing. It's a piece of cardstock that is hole punched in on a ring, and I continue to use this when I buy new cardstock, and as soon as I have a scrap in this size, I will go ahead and write down the paper brand that it came from. Say it's from Echo Park, and then the name of that particular color that brand gives, and then I keep them all together. And then that way, again, as I'm looking through paper packs to create a paper kit, I will have these cards ready to go so I can easily find the cardstock that I have. So for tip number 3 is the use of these plain index cards. They're regular index cards. I will take a few of these, I'll put them with my supplies that I have, and then whenever I buy a new paper pack from Echo Park or Close to My Heart or whatever, I take the inks and my cardstock, I match the colors that go with that paper pack, I write them on this index card, so whenever I am on the go and I want to go to a crop or I'm ready to use a particular paper pad, I can use all of the different inks and all the different colors that I have and go ahead and pull them and add them to my kit. It's so convenient. It takes away some time, especially if I'm in a hurry and I need to quickly just grab some inks and grab some colors, and I don't want to bring all of my stuff with me. So once I have all the ink colors and the cardstock colors written down, I take this card, I store it with my paper pack so it's ready to go whenever I need to use it. Tip number 4 is how I store my leftover stamps or my extra stamps or embellishments that I have made. So I have a regular magnetic photo album. I use my label maker, and I will put the ink color at the top in the right hand corner, and then every time I use that ink and I have extra pieces that match that, I will put that with the color. That doesn't always work because sometimes I run out of space and I need to just fill up the empty spaces with other pieces, as you're going to see in a minute. For example, like these football elements are not all bluebird, but it was an extra space. But the good thing about it is that they're all laid out. I can see everything that I have made, and I can use things so much better than if I kept them in an envelope or a little bin. Of course, I only keep flat elements in this photo album. I do have a different organizational tool that I use for anything that has dimension. So what I like to do again is try to keep them by theme, mostly try to keep them by color, and then I can have them easy at my fingertips so that I can grab those also and put them in my paper packs. And for tip number 5 is how I store my dimensional embellishments that I made. I make so many embellishments and tags from my leftover paper scraps that I definitely needed some place to keep them. So I have a regular photo album that I'm pretty sure this one came from Hobby Lobby, and then the pages inside, and I'm really sorry about the glare, but these pages inside I believe are 4x4. Of course they could be 3x3 pocket holders that you can also get at Michael's or Hobby Lobby. And then as I make each tag, I will store them back to back so they're easy for me to take in and take out and to see. I do tend to keep them all by theme or by paper collection. And the reason is because normally I make 5 to 10 at a time and then put them in the kit and then they're all together. So I will keep all of them. So Christmas tags, Christmas embellishments, any kind of cluster that I have. And this also comes really handy if I've made a card and then I just need something to go on the top with a sentiment. I can easily grab them out of this case. And finally, the last tip I have is what I do with the current paper collection that I'm working on. I have these bins that I know all of us have, and I will keep everything that I'm working on in this bin. For example, I will have any templates that I'm using, sketches, cardstock, scraps, the leftover paper packs, and then I also will keep in any of the projects that I've already used so that I can see what I've already made. I also will keep ink colors, blending brushes. I don't have any inks in this one, of course, but I normally do keep all of the matching inks. And it just is so handy. Whenever I go anywhere for just a little bit of time, I can just grab this bin. I know I have everything I need, and it's the current paper that I'm working on, and then I'm ready to go. So hopefully some of these tips inspired you. Please like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. And also don't forget to leave me a comment for any tips and tricks that you might have. I'm definitely open for more suggestions. Thank you so much. See you next time.